What's up YouTube? It's JB Tech Fanatic and I'm back again with another video. As always, I'd like to start this video by thanking each and every one of you for joining me. If you have not yet subscribed, I'd be so honored if you'd consider doing so. And of course, if you like this video, please don't forget to hit that thumbs up. And if you want to know when the latest videos are available, don't forget to click the notification icon. Today I have something in front of me that I purchased simply due to its RGB capabilities. If you've watched any of my videos, you know that I sort of have a addiction to RGB lighting. I purchased the LogiTechG560, and if I'm being 100% honest, I was not expecting much out of the sound category. However, it is a sound system that is geared for PC gamers or for your PC, but it also has multiple other connections that you can use even if you wanted to stream Bluetooth from your phone. Now, what I'm gonna do first is I'm gonna go ahead and show you the unboxing. We're gonna go through the software. So I will show you all of its abilities and what it looks like, how to install it. And then I will do my honest review. At this point, I've actually owned this product for several weeks, but I'm gonna basically jump you guys back, show you that unboxing. We'll go over the software. We'll go over the software and then we'll jump into the review. I'm so thankful that you're here with me today. Let's get started. Quick unboxing. At first, I was very thrown off. The box is actually pretty large and heavy. I guess I should have expected that knowing it came with the sub, but for some reason I was thinking it would be much smaller. But it is a very nice looking box. G560 stamped right on the front. 16.8 million colors. Flipping to the side, it breaks everything down for you. The total peak watts is 240. The total watts RMS is 120. Satellite, we have 2 at 30 watts. And then of course the sub, there's 1 with 60 watts. It uses Bluetooth version 4.1. And you can have 2 Bluetooth connections at once, which is nice if you want to switch between phones. And then of course you have a USB input, a 3.5 millimeter aux input, and a headphone jack. Flip to the back, it basically highlights all of its cool features. As you can see, we have 2 tabs that we're going to cut open here. And basically it just has some more nice stuff to look at, but I love the fact that it does give you multiple connections. And of course, we'll take a look at that when we set it up. So let's go ahead and cut this open. All right, so we open the box. Welcome to LightSync gaming speakers. Again, I'm loving the packaging. If you want to pause this, this is going to show you exactly how to set it up. Go ahead and do that. Then of course, as we open it, we're gonna start pulling the items out and I will lay all of this out to check it out. Everything was nice and tightly packaged and it was well put in there, meaning shout out to those FedEx guys that like to give the swift kick to your package. I think we'll be all good here. All right, digging in, here we go. We have the sub and then we have our 2 speakers. Now it does come with everything that you need. We got some cabling here. The speakers themselves, the cables are nice and thick, very good quality. They're built in. And then on the right speaker, if you guys could see that really quickly here, we got 3 buttons. The G button, volume up and volume down. And then on the back, looks like we have a Bluetooth sync button, and then we have the power button. And then of course we have the RGB lighting. Left speaker is more or less the same, except you will find no buttons on there, but the speaker looks the same and feels the same. So we have some nice branding right here on the top of the sub. Get a close look up at the back. We have our connections here. We have a little aux cord plug-in, and then it looks like another Bluetooth link. That's probably to link up the sub through Bluetooth. If you want to go fully wireless, we'll have to check that out. I haven't tried it out yet, but I'm pretty sure that's what that is. And then quickly looking at it from the bottom, we have our driver here, and then of course we have our legs. And they have a nice little soft almost velvet feeling bottoms that should keep it from vibrating and keep it from scratching if you have hardwood floors or a nice desk. So that's real nice. And there it is one more time before we hook it up. I want to make one more note just to make it clear. All the cabling, like the power cables and the cabling to connect the speakers to the sub, are hardwired in, so you do not have any loose power cables that go with this. In addition to that, you have to plug the power, it looks like, into an actual power outlet. That means that your computer does not turn this on and off. That kind of is a little pain in my opinion, because then you're gonna have to actually physically shut it off with a switch. But we'll set it up and we'll see if that's really a big deal or not. Let's do that now and check this bad boy out. All right, so pretty simple setup. Like I showed you before, they do have the image of the setup on the box, but basically we have blue to blue, black to black, and a USB cable. And then of course that USB cable is connected to your computer, and then you have a power plug that goes in the wall. Here's the thing. I ran into a huge issue. Now, depending on when you purchase these, this might get better. These have been out for a little while now, so I would have hoped it would have been better by now. However, I was ready to take them back. What happened is honestly, this is just a little bit confusing. I plugged in my speakers, my computer picked up that I plugged in a USB device. It didn't do much. I went to the website, which is what is on the package to do. You're looking at it now. And I get here and I notice, first thing I notice is they have all these videos to show you how to adjust your speakers, but there's nothing to download from this page. This is just a PDF guide. So I looked over here, I see downloads, great, I'm in business, right? Wrong. There is literally, sorry, let me get this to focus in for you guys here. There's so many updates that, and not just updates for this, look at this. It just goes on and on and on, and they're not in any kind of order by date. So basically what you need here is, it's going to tell you that you need their gaming software, Logitech's gaming software. If you already have their keyboards and their mouse that's RGB, you're not gonna have this issue. Likely you're already on the G-Hub. But you need two things. You need the G-Hub, which is going to control it. And what happened is I downloaded the G-Hub finally, great. It saw that my speakers were on there, however, it would not do anything with them. It tried to do an update to them, and then it completely bricked my speakers. Now, I'm pretty techie. I was actually very frustrated thinking, oh my gosh, these are broken. I'm just gonna take them back and forget it. And again, guys, I tried manual. I hit the power buttons. I tried to do Bluetooth. I tried to disconnect them from the computer. Nothing would get them to work. Here's what I had to do. So at this point, I already downloaded their gaming software. That did nothing for me. Then I downloaded the latest version, and depending on when you purchase these, you'll see the dates here. I downloaded the latest version of G-Hub. Once I did that, I had to unplug my speakers from the power and from the USB. I plugged them back into my computer. I let my computer detect that they were there. And then I kept on scrolling down, and I found this little update here that will finally actually tag the G560 gaming speakers. And if you go through this, you will not see these gaming speakers anywhere but in this one spot, which I find very strange. But I plugged them in, I downloaded it manually here, it picked up my speakers, and as soon as the download finished, the RGBs turned back on, and we're in business. I then went to the G-Hub, which is what we need to do now, and we were ready to go. So now we're ready to go. Let's check out these features. Again, if you have this issue, don't let it turn you off. This is a small problem for something that you might really enjoy, and we'll get to that in a minute. But let's check out these features. All right, we got tons of features here to check out. Let's actually start up here with LightSync. So LightSync, if you have multiple Logitech devices that are RGB, you can actually use this little lock symbol, and whatever settings you make will make basically everything do the same thing for you.
you have different effects. So basically we have screen sampler. This is if you want it to react to what's going on when you're playing a game or watching a movie. Example, if you were to get shot in a game, it would turn red on the side you were shot, or if an explosion went off, you get the understanding. It basically just makes it more immersive. Now, next we actually have the ability to easily change what this button here does, the G button. So right now it just cycles through the maximum brightness, but let's just say you want it to increase bass. You would easily just drag this over, and as you can see, you can change it to that. You have a lot of different options here. You can make that so you can just easily do it without your computer being on. That's pretty nice. You have your commands, your keys, your actions. If you're gonna use any of this software here, currently I'm not. Macros, and then of course system. If you have a mouse or whatever, you can change, and that's pretty nice to just have everything in one area. Now, as far as surround sound, this is something that I watched a few of the older videos back when it was first released, and everyone was ripping the surround sound. Now, here's the thing about this. This is for movies and this is for games. Everything else, it doesn't sound great on, but for these two reasons, it sounds phenomenal. So as you can see, we have gaming or movie. It's basically telling you that's what it's for. You can see the DTS:X logo here, and then you can make your adjustments and you can test it here. That's pretty nice. Actually, so we're gonna shut that off now, and we're gonna just think of just overall sound. Maybe you're gonna watch some YouTube videos or you wanna listen to music. You're gonna want to come here to the equalizer. Now, what I have found, as you can see, this list here, name off a few real quick: default, flat, FPS. We got Mamba and bass boost. Sorry, I'm far back, can't really read, but there's a few to choose from. The two that I have found that make this actually shine, believe it or not, is default, are communications. Communications is great for anything that is very vocal heavy, maybe a choir, a cappella, and then default just sounds great overall for any kind of music. You also have, you know, bass boost if you want to do that, which is nice. When we come to LightSync, there is different things that you can do, and if you can see here, we have front and back. This image here shows you, so you don't have to flip them backwards to see what you have going on in the back. And then if you click like this, you can see what's going on in the front. Now, again, we talked about the screen sampler, but we have other options. We have just fixed, if you want just cool light going up your wall, and you can choose your color. You have cycle, and you can choose how fast and how bright. You have breathing, but the best two that I think is the screen sampler and the audio visualizer. When you do the audio visualizer, this is going to give you quite an immersive experience, and it's just very cool, guys. I can't even explain how cool it is. I'm really into RGB. I have it all over my office. We'll kind of take a further look back here once we go through this and you can see everything, but right here, what I have done is I actually turn the audio boost up to 100, the bass noise threshold to 100, and then the mid-high noise to 100. Yes, does that sound crazy? Yes, but is it? No, it actually sounds great. For the background color, you can pick from preset colors, or you can actually make your own color, just like a lot of things these days, right? And it's just beautiful. It works perfectly. And then again, if you want to flip to the back and see what's going on here, you can see it, and it will do it live for you, so you can kind of know what's going on in the back. Now, once you like something, if you just click this, it will lock it to keep it the same across all your devices, including these speakers, if you only have these speakers. Other than that, that is it with the software. So let's talk about the sound. We'll actually listen to it, and I will give you my overall, full, honest review now that I've used it for several weeks. All right, so I'm just gonna play some YouTube royalty-free music. Sorry, it's not gonna be the best, but basically what you're wanting is a big surface behind your lights, whether that be a flat wall
or something that you can project these on. The further away, the better. For this example, just pay close attention to there and there. I went ahead and I put this on audio visualizer with the reactive setting on. And the three colors that I picked are just a green, a dark blue, and a red. So let's go ahead and I'll put on something that's heavy bass. We'll see what this sounds like, and we can also see how cool it looks. Now, as you can see, it looks amazing and it sounds phenomenal. Let's try another song. Here's another one. We're going to do just one last song. I'm trying to just get different samples so you guys can hear. Now, I realize that this mic doesn't pick it up the best. The best thing you can do is put a set of headphones on, but it's very room filling. The lows are not distorted, crisp highs. Honestly, it is really shocking for a product from Logitech at this price point to sound like this, in my opinion. All right, so now a little bit of rock. All right, so basically I turned that one around so you can see, you know, in the camera, it's having a hard time picking it up as 4 individual balls, but that's actually what you can see through the kind of fogged glass. Now, as you change this color coordination, what you want to do is try to find out basically the best mix of colors that show you the transitions. Meaning, you know, if you want to go from a dark to light color, it really makes it pop more on the wall. And, you know, you could play with this however you want, but there's so many different color coordinations. You know, the red, blue, and green color coordinations look very nice, especially if you have a white background. But overall, very cool. They work really well. And they do the same for movies. Now, movies are a little harder for me to play, but they do exactly the same strategy there. Or you can just turn on, if you don't want to do it by sound, again, you can do it to mimic the screen. So definitely a cool feature. I really enjoy it. All right, so what's my true thoughts on this system? First, let me be very clear. I really truthfully did not expect anything out of the sound category. Now that sounds stupid considering it's a sound system, but I really just wanted to have the RGB going to my music or to my videos or games. Then I plugged it in. Once I got everything going, I'm gonna break this into categories. First and foremost, sound. For the price of $200, considering it's Logitech and not some other big audio company, not that Logitech's not huge, I honestly would give this 10 out of 10. It's got deep, great sounding, non-distorted bass. The mids, the highs are crisp and clear. You know, the surround features when you're watching movies is just stunning that it's coming from just 2 speakers and, you know, a sub. Next,
the software. Now, as you saw, I had some big issues with the software. The downloading software, I would actually give a 2. I think Logitech needs to do a better job explaining where it is, what you need to download, and have each individual product, and then have the downloads needed with that for the people that might only own one. I understand that they're going for, having their entire ecosystem, but not everyone is going to do that. That's the only downfall of this product. Once you get into the G-Hub, then the software is great. I would actually give the G-Hub a 9 out of 10. The G-Hub is actually easy to use. It has a lot of different, as we looked at, ways to customize. So that was great. That was enjoyable. The next is quality. Now, of course, I've only owned these for several weeks now. However, the cords are nice and thick. The speakers are, heavy and you could just tell that they're made great. The sub is nicely built. I would actually give the quality for the price, again, a 10 out of 10. Next, I want to talk about what I like, the coolness factor. Now, I've tried this because obviously all of you will think differently than me. But what I did is I would have people come into my office and I would have it going and I wouldn't say anything. I will say I had 10 people come over, 10 out of 10 of them all immediately saw the speakers and loved them. I then turned them up and they were extremely blown away by the sound. So the coolness factor is a 9 to 10. The only thing that I wish that they would have done different to give it a solid 10 is maybe add RGB lighting to the sub. That would be awesome. This product is one of those products that I wasn't expecting to be good, so it was awesome. And to me, that's always so amazing. Doing tech review or just being a tech enthusiast, I'm often let down because all this hype is built up. I really didn't do much research on these. I literally just saw them and I bought them and that was it. Once I have owned them, I went and I noticed, they've been out for a little while now, but a lot of people were, talking about maybe they didn't sound good or whatever they thought about it. What I believe has happened is since they've been out now for a little while, Logitech has perfected the sound and perfected, all of, the RGB lighting aspects and given us a great, great product. So today, should you purchase this? Absolutely. For 199 bucks, it's a steal. Now let me get into the next portion. Just being able to use your phone or tablet or whatever you'd like, Bluetooth, awesome. It connects 2 devices, which is great. You could flip-flop. Maybe you have a friend, a roommate, a girlfriend, husband, wife, whatever. You can easily just start music once the other one is done playing. That is a great feature. And in addition to that, I honestly can see this being great for a TV in a small apartment, maybe in, an office that has a television or a bedroom. It can add that cool factor as well as the wow factor that, some of the upper-ended sound bars add. And, obviously I'm very picky when it comes to sound, so I'm not saying this lightly. I would easily recommend this over many sound bars out there that are in the $500 to $600 price range. And that is staggering to me, considering the fact that, this company has many different products down to $40, up until just a few hundred. But when you can take this system and it can be cool, give you that coolness, wow factor, and give you a great sound in just about any environment with just about any device, how can you lose with a $200 system that I'm sure from time to time you're going to be able to find for 30 to 40 bucks off? I have to say today, go out and grab this. Again, I'll leave the link in the description. I also want to make it very clear, I do not work with this company at all. This was purchased with my own money. I bought it from Best Buy. It was shipped to me. I got it and I was wowed. Now, I'm picky. I know that most of my videos are about stuff I like, and that's simply because I'm very ill. It takes a lot of energy for me to do these videos, so I'm not the channel that's just gonna do videos to put products down. But this one, I was so excited about. I literally had to call my friends and say, oh my gosh, you have to check this out. So I really believe that you'll love this product, and you gotta check it out.
Well, that sums up the LogiTech G560. This is definitely a product that really excites me. It was something that I did not expect to do so. I highly recommend it. If you want to check it out and you need help making sure that you're getting to the right product, I will leave a link in the description to go to Amazon and check it out there. As always, I want to slow down this video for a moment and remind you, life is so short. Don't forget to love your family, love your neighbors, and take care of each other. Go out today and do something kind for someone. You know, the smallest kind act can go so far. The world is a sick and twisted place, and the only people that can change it is you and I. I am so grateful and honored that you took the time to watch my video, and I want to remind you that I do YouTube for you and you only. Therefore, if you need help and you can't figure out how to set up something or you have more questions, you can reach out to me in the comments section. I reply to everyone that has, a legitimate question. If you need my help, I will do my best to help you. You can also follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, which are all just extensions of my channel. If you want to send photos or you need to get a little additional help, it's easier for you to do that on those websites. I want to say thank you one last time and invite you guys to hit that subscribe button if you like this video. Thank you so much. I can't wait to talk to you in the comments, and I can't wait to see you in the next video. And until then, I'm JB Tech Fanatic, and I'm out. Peace.